Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jana Cornell. I am the current president of CALA. We are putting together this video for you today just to introduce you to some ideas that we have for our upcoming conference. We have a packed program and we are excited to bring forth some interesting topics that we have not discussed before. And I, like most of you, am resistant to change. I was resistant to a smartphone. Where would I be today if I can't live without my smartphone now. I never go anywhere without it. Where would I be if I hadn't embraced that technology? So that's why we were super excited to bring you some of the AI technology, some of the new laboratory technologies that we're presenting at the conference. We wanted everyone to be exposed to this so that they don't turn a blind eye to it and make their jobs actually harder. Because I have explored it. When Rachel first came up with the idea, I thought, well, how does that work? So I started digging into it a little further, and it was so interesting to find that some of your staff can actually be using AI for progress noting and for observation notes, and it frees up their time because we all talk faster than we can write. So your staff could be progress noting into something, and then it transcribes it because, the state health department says if it's not written down, it didn't happen. So you can use some of these technologies to make your staff be able to progress note better, and it makes their life easier. So I was super excited about that. Anybody else want to give their perspective?
Well, I'm Rachel. I'm on the membership board, and I'm super excited about this conference, and not just for all of our members who are part of the Colorado Assisted Living Association, but opening this up to everyone in the healthcare industry, whether it's home care, assisted living, all the different areas that we take care of people with therapies. We are bringing VR to the conference, which is a great segue to improving people's overall balance and exercising and using some of these different technologies that can improve everybody's everyday life. I know a lot of us have been very resistant to electric Mars, and moving towards electronic paperwork, but it really just simplifies things, especially when you're trying to look for something and get to it quickly. These are just little things that we've seen. And I know with our lineup, we have Dale, who's going to be our keynote speaker. And she's not just there to talk about AI. She's really there to empower everyone in the healthcare industry, to really lift them up, get them going. We just want to get everybody excited about something new. I mean, we have been just kind of suppressed with a lot going on. I'm not even going to say the word anymore, but we're moving forward, forward focusing on more technology, greater things. When Jana and I were talking, and then I was talking to a couple of other people in the industry. They were talking about new medications, DNA testing, things that could be improved with medicine that residents are taking every day. Again, this can be for all of us in the healthcare industry, not just assisted living, but all of us in all facets of healthcare. And we're really excited to maybe, get people in, get them excited, learning about the products and getting that engagement, talking to each other and moving forward with making businesses better and greater. You don't have to be just an owner. You don't have to be just an executive director. These are all areas, whether or not you're managing your team, whether or not you are part of a team, these are all tools that are going to be beneficial to every single one of us.
Rachel,
And Jess,
I
I know
like
Jess
that.
is using some of that technology. Oh, Janet.
I like that. We need to be excited again about what we do. Because we have been through the trenches the last couple of years. We're not going backwards. I love it. We're going forward, and we want, once again, to be excited about what we do.
Yes.
And I remember being a QMAP, and anytime I would call the nurse, it would go to her pager. And I can't even imagine those days anymore now that we use. So I'm Jess. I'm also on the board. And so now, we use electronic Mars, and we started in the facility that I helped manage. We started using electronic Mars almost 9 years ago. And I remember having to sit with my Excel spreadsheet the first of every month. Rachel, I'm sure you're doing that this month, first of every month, making sure that we're printing, or, the last of the month, making sure that all of the orders match. And it has saved so much time for me and my managers and my team, so that we can do other things like spend quality time with the residents, look at our quality management program, see how we can improve things. It has really helped having those systems in place, and also being able to say, oh, it's 9 o'clock at night and I had a conversation with the family today that I forgot to document. I'm going to document while I'm in bed, just to make sure that I dot that T and cross that I. So just looking for ways during this conference to share with you how we have learned how to make our lives better, and so that we can have better home life balance and our residents have better outcomes, and sharing that with you all. Another thing with AI that we have learned is there are really cool tools with recruiting and trying to get staff onboarded. And using AI to reduce the workload for HR and recruiting. We have found that it helps with the conversion rate. We're seeing conversion rate from staff, or from applicant to staff member, upwards of like 93%, which is amazing. If any facility tells me that they don't have staffing issues, shame on you, because you're lying. But helps with that, and it also decreases the spend. So we're always looking for ways to spend less, work harder in areas that we really need to work harder in. So yeah, really excited to see you all, and hopeful that this will be a really good event. Actually know that it'll be a really good event.
Well,
It'll
does
be a great
anybody
event.
think AI can help reduce turnover? I think it can, because you
I
can
think
put
so.
the profile of the employee into some AI, and it will tell you what maybe makes them tick. So I
Yeah.
think that it would help us reduce some turnover.
Well, and I think it reduces some of the stress, because if you're trying to plan out a menu, you're trying to plan out like an activity, you certainly can go and utilize this to help you create something really that pertains to your industry, whether or not it is a community, whether or not is in your healthcare, whether or not it's exercise programming. I mean, there's so many facets to this that can improve everyone's and how, a little bit less stress. Yeah, definitely.
Well, and I also think
I'm
it
there.
could help a resident adjust to your facility quicker.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that same thing, if you want to enhance the employee's experience working for you and help the resident get adjusted quicker, I think we're missing some opportunities that are available through AI.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many tweaks, but you also have to come to the conference to learn all these things, these wonderful things. And again, I mean, this conference is all about us reconnecting, rejuvenation, kind of, sharing new thoughts and ideas and problem solving. And I mean, honestly, conferences, that's really what it's about. It's coming together, just freshening up with you and your business, and moving forward. So,
and connecting with those others, because we all do this, and it's inspiring to get back to our why. Why are we doing this? And
Right.
that helps with the connections at an in-person conference.
absolutely.
So with that, we would like to all invite anyone that has not registered, please register. We would like to see you there, as any facet of the assisted living communities, which includes home care, rehab, physician offices, anyone out there that it touches seniors' lives, or other people that are in assisted living facilities such as brain injury and mental health. Because we all are one industry, but we touch so many lives. So we'd like to invite you to attend.
May 15th. May 15th. Come join us.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Thank you.